Warning. Binary trading and any type of trading involves high risk. You can earn a substantial amount of money with binary options, but you can lose a substantial amount of money as well. I've blown my account balance many times, and it's easy to be tempted to try and chase what you lost only to keep losing. No method, strategy, or course will guarantee you 100% profit. You will lose sometimes. That's the reality of trading because we can't predict the market. We can only make our best educated guess. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It's not meant to give financial advice. You are solely responsible for any results that transpire after using the methods in this video. Hey, what's up YouTube? Warren here. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, and my apologies if you guys are so anxiously waiting for another video. I've actually been on hiatus because I am learning, as you can see in the screen here, to do day trading, particularly binary trading. And if you haven't heard about binary trading, I will explain that in another video. And all the terminologies and strategies I use in this video for today, I will also explain in a future video. And don't get me wrong though, I'm still a beginner at this. I've been only doing this, technically I've been doing this in the background for a year now, here and there. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to add this to my channel. But since I am trying to learn how to be more financially free online, trading slowly became part of that, and it might be the bulk of it from here on out, depending and see how it goes here. But nevertheless, I've been out trying to learn more about binary options trading, and the actual platform, the actual broker I'm using is Pocket Option, and that's this one right here in the screen. This other program you just saw here is called TradingView, and that's where a lot of traders use technical analysis when they're using Pocket Option. But you can also trade in TradingView, and again, that will be for another video because I haven't learned how to use this software yet. But before I move forward, let me just hit this up. I'll explain why I am using this currency pair and why I am going for the bet here. Bet is the wrong word, but I want to hit this up before I miss out on it. And oh, not $1. Hate it when that happens. Why do you do that? Let me see. And 3. All right, here we go. That's why $10. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I didn't want to miss out on that. Okay, so I did that because I've been watching this chart, and this is the Euro USD and the Euro and US dollar, and I actually love this currency pair. Don't get me wrong, it's got its ups and downs, but literally that's why I like it, because it has ups and downs. You want to hit up a stable currency pair like Euro USD when you're doing binary trading or trading in general. And obviously there's a lot of currency pairs out there, but you know, Euro USD for me 80% of the time has been very nice in giving me profit. So anyway, I'm still learning TradingView, so there's a whole bunch of indicators here right now. And as far as my technical analysis, I'm using just support and resistance levels. This is your resistance right here in this case, and then my supports down here. And watching the chart, I have a 1 minute candle, as you can see here. These are the candlesticks. I'm noticing that it broke the resistance level. So in other words, it's going up. So when I go back to Pocket Options, that's why I picked, whoop, as it does its thing. Say I won that $1 one, and I also picked a good payout, and a good payout in this definition is something above 80%. It is London time. I'm in the Pacific Standard Time in United States. So if I want to get into the London session, I would have to wake up really early or stay up really late. In this case, it's 4:16 in the morning, and really early, waking up just for this. I could actually trade a little later because the London session doesn't end till later anyway. But I have a full-time job still. I work in the morning, and I also want to hit up the gym before I go to work, or otherwise I won't be able to go to the gym. So, calculating all that, I have to do this trading at this hour. And with the beauty about pocket option and binary trading in general, using this platform, you can actually trade anytime. This is where during the markets when they're open. And London session, from my research and from what I'm hearing, is the best session to trade. At least the most stable session as compared to all the other markets like the New York Stock Exchange. But so far, as you can see in the screen here, we are on the plus, and sure enough, I made $8 off that trade, and that's great. And I'll let you guys know the method to my madness here, why I am using this platform, and why I am betting $10. I don't like using the word betting because it's not really a gambling or anything like that. Nevertheless, I guess it's best guess, right? Because in trading, it's either you go up or you go down. So, but let me see. Let's do some technical analysis here, and let me pause for a second and do this right now. Okay, so I've decided to actually stick with the Euro USD. I think this is a good trading pair or a currency pair. So I'm gonna actually again use the word bet, which I don't like using. What I got here, and I think it's gonna keep going up. So 3 minutes up trade, and just rebet what I put in already. All right, let's go back to this while it's doing its thing. So I'm learning this option trading, and it's definitely, like I said earlier, I'm a complete beginner at this. I have blown accounts before while I've been testing this out. I could obviously do all that trading in a demo account, which they do have, and it's unlimited balance you can set up for that. But I just, if I just learn in the demo account, it's much different obviously when you use your own money, and it's also very nerve-wracking. And don't get me wrong, there's many times where I have not done well, where all the anxiety and worrying of trading, or I'll even win a trade or an entry, can be daunting and not worth it sometimes, because you go through that anxiety and nervousness, and then only to not win your entry, and then you lose out, and then eventually you will start doing emotional trading, which I've done a lot, and something I'm still kind of working on, fixing, trying to get better at, and then that happens, and then next thing you know it, you blow an account, and then you're discouraged and you don't want to do this anymore. You're scared. Right now, I'm kind of what's going on in my head, with a minute and 12 seconds left in this trade, I might have, clicked the wrong entry, might have been impatient, didn't do my technical analysis too well, not like in my last trade. And then I will try and chase it down and do better the next time. And then I don't, and the next I blow my account. But at the same time, sometimes in the very last second, kid you not, 1 or 2 seconds, the candlestick will go your way. It'll just shoot up all of a sudden, and you're like, whoa, how did that happen? And is it luck, or is it meant to be? One thing that I am still trying to learn is, trying to put the right expiration time. I put 3 minutes here. And oh man, looks like this is not gonna go my way with 20 seconds left. But that's the thing, see, and money management, knowing what you're getting into, what you're putting in, you have to kind of like assess that too, right? And this is going to be a loss, but it's okay, because I kind of rushed that analysis. If I were to go back, and sure enough, that candlestick, so this is something I should have. I think this is gonna continue going down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rebet. Oh, yep, that is going down. So I'm gonna do 30 and go lower. So I'll tell you why I did that. Okay, so I should have waited for this candle right here to form. So I'm a 1 minute candle here, and then if I go back to pocket options, I'm in 5-second candles, and then with a 3 minute expiry. So my return on this will be $23 plus the 30. So that's gonna be about 113.70 back, and that would get me to my goal for today. So today I'm trying to make $10 off of my $100, $10 profit. And the reason for that is I'm trying to, if you saw my thumbnail, I'm trying to make $100,000 in 100 days, starting with $100. And to do that, I have to make 10% daily, and for at least, for the next 100 days. And in my calculator, if you include weekends and all that, with the OTC market, and OTC's over the counter, usually that's the broker, in this case pocket option. They're the ones setting the price and not the market. And that's the reason why I woke up so early this morning to do this, and using the London markets, because this is actual markets and it's Monday to Friday. So they're closed after, obviously, they close. And that's usually in my time in the afternoons after work and the weekends. So it's very risky, because you don't know what the broker is going to be setting. It could really it's not as authentic as the regular markets, which is also still a risk, don't get me wrong, but at least it's a consistent standard market trend during the weekday markets and during its market hours. So but what was I trying to get at here? So the 10% daily for the next 100 days, in my calculator, if I am consistent with that, if I make 10% every day, I technically should be making over like $1 million. That's obviously going to be too much. Throughout this channel and these series of videos on binary trading, I am going to only probably post weekly or whenever there's a new update. It won't be every day, but there will also be some videos where it will be withdrawals, and so my balance will be changing. But once I hit the $100,000 mark, and if I am consistently profitable, it's not going to be $1 million. I'm going to stop. It's not going to be in 100 days. I probably will stop in like 30 days if at that rate. Who knows? But see, I chose correctly that time. See, and like I said, 113.70. Now, on the downside to it, my payout was only 76%. Typically, also during the London hours, the London market, it would be at 92%. It's just I'm a little bit too early. It's now 4:25. But as you can see, I started like about 50 minutes ago, and I made 13.70. I'm not breaking a sweat. I'm actually done for today. My rule, and this is what I've learned, like I said, see, I had a loss there, and I didn't panic. I didn't be greedy, although, the amount I use is more than I wanted. I only wanted to use 5 to 10% of my balance per trade to make 10% of my profit for the day, whenever the time is. But to catch up, I decided to go a little higher. But in this case, when I do that, I don't recommend you guys do that. I recommend, like I said, 5 to 10%, 10% being already risky as it is. But if you are going to do what I just did, you have to be 100% sure and confident that it's going to go your way. And in this case, after looking at the EURUSD chart, like I said, if I waited and saw this red candle form, I would have already done, a downtrade. I would have had not done enough trade thinking that it's going to keep going up. And I should have known that, considering like this last candle was actually a really a large one. So typically when that happens, and just looking at the trend here, like the indicators, this is the down chain channel, it wasn't going up anymore. So I should have known that it was going to keep going down, and I was correct in this case. And nevertheless, it is what it is. You learn. That's the whole thing about this. You got to be patient, and you got to learn from your mistakes, and you don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake, like I've always done. But with the payouts 73%, that's decent, but that's not ideal. Typically, like I said, I wait for the 90s. That's why if you see here my other tabs here, and I could have searched for other charts, but I just like Euro USD so much. I think I'm just used to them. And like I said before, they're not 100% great. They have their moments, but they usually never doesn't usually hurt me. Doesn't usually let me down. So did 3 trades today, and of those 3 trades, I lost 1. The first one, I don't know what happened there. I thought I hit $10. It was just a $1, but that was a sure trade. Otherwise, I would have not lost that. I would have been done here. The second trade, nevertheless, you see here, like I had a $53 return, got my money back and then some, and made my goal, more than my goal. I wanted $10, I made $13.70. Now I just gotta keep doing that every day, and I'm sure I'll meet my $100,000 goal in no time. But another thing with losing, I've set myself to where, had I not done this, if I was trading some more and like another $10 or $5, my rule is 3 loses or meeting my profit goal, whichever comes first. So if I lost a 3rd time and I haven't met my profit goal, then I stop, and it is what it is. Just move on to the next day, and hopefully the markets in the next day will be a lot better, or if I made my goal. So in this case, I only lost once, and I made more than my profit goal, and I'm stopping. So anyway, that's a long, kind of drawn out explanation of what I'm been doing and what I plan on doing from here on out in this channel. So apologize if I was rambling. I'm just kind of just waking up and trying to figure this thing out still on how to do this, how to deliver this to you guys the best I can. So probably more finessed, more strategic and smooth the next time around. But regardless though, if you enjoyed that video, do me a solid and hit that like button below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe. And as always, till the next video, stay casual. Bye bye.